Mexico. We're here, man. Ready to hit the cenotes. Cancun to Playa del Carmen via taxi. That's my girl. Happy when we're out of the country.
And we are on our way. We headed from Chicago down to the Cancun area to meet up with GodiveMEX and Urbanos Cenotes to take part in a urban cleanup in the local area. Of course, on our first day getting down there, we just took a basic walk around, looking at all the scenery. I was so in love with these wall paintings all over the place. The dogs especially were totally cute. I love the urban setting and the people out playing games, and of course there's always the beautiful nature in this area that I always come back over and over to see.
Sick.
Even take a picture.
And gotta throw a shout out to this awesome bloodhound that we
Gorgeous
love.
dog.
We headed towards Zamenhof, which is a historical place that was once a location where women would come and they would wait until the tides were right so that they could head over to the Cozumel Island.
So what
which
is this,
was a
Andre?
shrine for fertility. The structures here, visible today, date from the post-classic era, 1150 to 1526, and are built in the East Coast style as seen along the Caribbean coast at such other sites such as Tulum, Exha, and El Meco. These agoutis were so adorable and they were just all over.
There's a couple of them.
I think we walked like 25,000 steps that day. The city, all the vendors, looking at all the beautiful scenery, and then of course my favorite thing was the bats. So we first saw a bunch of bats, just a few scattered here and there, beautiful star in the background, and I am just enamored with bats. But with just being a few, it was hard for me to get them on camera, but I was soon to find an amazing tree that was just loaded and loaded with them soon on our way back.
On the trigger, you got to get the button where it does auto. Look at him. And I can feel there's bugs biting on me now too. Yeah, this tree must have a sweet sap that attracts.
The next day we went diving, and that evening came back to the dive shop, had a little bit of dinner, and then it was time for me to give a presentation on the Green Dolphin Project Global, along with Monica and Cenotes Urbanos talking about their organization. We were looking forward to connecting and collaborating on tomorrow's cleanup.
Then we will have advocacy, where people can get more involved.
We can make the proofs of the water quality in some areas. Obviously, we can see that
we obviously have a lot of the key same components in our organizations combined.
in the back part of this cenote, we can
Early the next morning, we headed to our site where we will be doing our cleanup. There were at least 20 people there, and as you can see, we were all needed. There was just so much trash, nothing I've ever seen before. And there's actually a beautiful cave located just off this intersection that we were also going to. Monica is excellent at getting everyone together, making sure everybody has the supplies they need, and starting the cleanup.
We are going to take out something that doesn't belong over there. Mostly trash, as you can see. We have been doing this kind of participation with the community from 2 years from now, más o menos 2 años.
They went over everything for us, giving us some background about the organization, what we would be doing that day, and making sure that we would be safe. And then it was time to garb up, put on our boots and our gloves, and our bug spray, and we were ready to go. Andre's always got a great attitude.
Before we start, can we come here to make a photo?
Several people from Green Dolphin Project were able to make this trip, including Lori. Working so hard, so much trash, we started sorting it out by plastics, metals, and everything in between.
So here in the Yucatan Peninsula, we have something called karst. Karst is the kind of salt that we have. It's like
Is this the cave?
is here, and we have some other entrances through there. The rock is so soft that it dissolves very easily. So when it rains, it starts to dissolve. Eventually, all of this dissolve creates caves with a ceiling. Then, if it starts dissolving more, it collapses. That is called dolina. For us in Spanish, dolina. This is a dolina. That is the collapse of the ceiling. It creates many entrances, or one entrance to the cave that we are going to see right now. William, now I have just met him here. It is very important to bring the people that lives and works here, because many occasions they don't even know that they have water under the
I see the kids watching. The children that are work, I see them watching.
So we try to do it, to do this, because in that way they start to join the movement.
Yes, nice.
Entonces, William, les estoy contando.
I love how Monica
aquí
brings
el suelo,
children
lo que
into
te
the
decía acá,
situation,
el
educating
suelo
them
es
and
muy
showing them the
suavecito,
way so
se
that
llama
they can be
calcio,
the next
y la
generation
roca es
to
roca
protect
caliza
our
que está
planet.
hecha de calcio, que es tan suavecita.
Not only are they
Con
responsible
la
for our
lluvia,
planet
el
down the
ácido
road,
como se filtra,
they will share this
se empieza a
information with their
deshacer,
friends and
y se
family,
empieza a deshacer tanto que lo
making the
empieza a hacer
forces
como
even
uno de esos
stronger.
quesos que se ven con huecos, ¿no? Los quesos gruyere, así empieza a hacer huecos. Y a veces el techo de esos huecos empieza a ser tan delgado que colapsa, se cae. Y eso crea algo que se llama dolina. Esto que ves aquí,
As
que
the
está
saying
hundido,
goes, you'll
se llama
protect what
dolina.
you love.
Al
So,
caer
in
el techo,
educating the kids
crea
about the nature
estas
around them,
entradas
we'll grow to
de
love it and
cueva.
protect it for us
Y
all.
entonces ahí es donde te das cuenta qué tan cerca estamos del agua. Eso es lo que le estoy más o menos diciendo a ellos. Y sí, hoy los seres humanos tenemos plástico en el estómago, en el cerebro y en muchos lugares. Los pescados que comemos están llenos de plástico porque comen un montón. What I'm explaining, William, is about the microplastics that what would you think if I say that you have microplastic even in your brain?
Right.
So eso es muy
your lungs, all
that
of
is
your
like
organs.
mind blown for some of us, but that's true. Y es lo que le estoy diciendo a William. That is what I'm telling William, que hasta en el cerebro tenemos microplásticos. Y es la importancia de empezar a dejar de consumir plásticos. ¿Viste qué bonitas? Wow. This is an excellent place.
See,
to
take a
explain-
picture over here. Look, babe. It goes right into here, and then the water goes right down. Look at the passages. And they think it just vanishes when it comes down here.
We have surveyed this cave, and it has 3 entrances that are connected to somewhere there.
Yeah.
Somewhere there. This is an excellent place to explain how the cast is, how a cave is made, right? You see all the holes that is like dissolving as if it were like a kind of, I don't know.
Paper.
Well, yes, a paper, but those like desserts that are like dusty.
Like chalk
Ah, right,
or
like
drywall.
chalk. It's the same, it's calcium at the end of it. Y ya ves cómo se va disolviendo y se va haciendo más cueva en chiquito.
Come join us.
Awesome.
Por ejemplo, here in Yucatan, we don't have any process for this. I don't know how to say it.
Styrofoam.
So we don't have this process.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Nobody
So-
can. It's a forever chemical.
It's a forever chemical. So we pieces and pieces of more pieces of this.
Convenient but deadly.
Este es un químico, el unicel, tiene un químico dañino y lo que pasa acá es que nosotros no podemos procesarlo.
Petroleum byproduct.
Esto sí se puede procesar porque hay compañías que lo reciclan.
Okay.
Coconut stays.
Más unicel, ¿ya viste?
And look at the roots of the trees.
We're here gathering, separating the recyclable and the non-recyclable stuff. and this is pretty awesome being in a cave and seeing the beauty of Mexico.
A lot of fun.
And hopefully in the
General.
future we should be able to figure things out how to recycle styrofoam. That's a big project, but eventually it will happen with collaboration with different countries, and and also bringing some fun in doing this. We thank you for your support in the future and now.
Get out there, do some work.
Yes, we
Get
go.
dirty.
Yeah. Maybe there's some more.
She said we're gonna be here. If I've learned anything especially here, it's just how hardworking
More
Monica
pieces
is,
of this.
how passionate she is, how
There's
she
never
goes at
ending.
extra lengths
Oh,
to
yeah.
do a great
I
job.
was down, I already
and to
dug out of
promote
there
her
for
message.
10 minutes.
Kudos to
Got
Monica.
bored.
I gotta slide in there to get that.
Look at this.
What is that red?
No problem.
Found a
Those kind
treasure
of
here.
residues, you
Yeah.
have to
Andre, you
forget
missed this.
What's
selling
that?
them.
A red thing. A red.
So we finished the cave area and we're headed back out to the streets. By this time, everybody was done with their cleanup and just look at this accumulation of stuff. It was actually too much material to even try to weigh it. So water filters, crates, you name it, it was there. So diapers, anything in between all of that and everything. So here's the area after the cleanup. It's not perfect, but we got a large majority of the trash in this area. So kudos to all the people that worked on this from Cenotes Urbanos and the Green Dolphin Project. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to GodiveMEX, the dive shop that we collaborated
Take a
with on
picture
this
with their
cleanup.
sign in it, babe.
Without them,
I did
this
already.
would not have been a success. So I highly recommend them if you're a scuba diver and headed to this area.
Sometimes there is so much garbage that we cannot finish in one day. We have to come 2, 3, until 10 times. But the important thing here is
Hey, Natalie, you know what
to
this
take the
says?
people inside the cave, the people who work here, who live here, maybe to invite the school principal and the students, if you have a school like this, to know the real importance of the caves and why is this everything that you are throwing is going inside the cave. So all the microplastics are getting inside our water, and that's why. And you told us yesterday, very good, that those plastics are inside everything, inside the fish we ate, inside all the food, and inside our gut. So we don't know still all the damage that we are creating, but by doing this.
Stay tuned for our next adventure and be sure to subscribe, like, and share this video for more to come. Until then, we'll talk to you soon. And in the meantime, you can watch Andre in the cockpit of our plane as we landed in Chicago because the plane almost tipped over. Have a great day.
You want to sit in the seat?